Hello everyone, welcome to session 1 of ISTQB Foundation Level and Software Testing Training. What is software testing? So before we get into all those definition details and all, let me take an example, a real life example of some devices that you all consume every day, that you all use every day. So let's take an example of electronic devices or the automobile that everybody uses almost every day. So, do you think the television or the music system that you use comes to a store without being testing that when it's being manufactured? Do you think it's just manufactured and delivered without doing testing of its part or integrated music system or integrated TV as a whole? It's not like that. So in any manufacturing environment, there is a complete testing process which tests all the different parts that are being used into any electronic device, and then the whole electronic device, when assembled or when all the parts are assembled into a working product, the product is tested as a whole to make sure that it works perfectly fine and is fit for end user before delivering it into the store, into the market where you buy it from. So if you see all those devices, you will always find a sticker which says tested okay. So that means your devices, electronic devices, or any sort of device which is being used anywhere, be it computers, electronics, washing machines, your automobiles, is being tested before it is being used into the product as a whole, or whole product is also tested before releasing into the market. So similarly, in software testing, you test the software, you test different units which build the software individually, and then you test those integrated units as a whole and see how the software behaves, whether it is fit for customer use or not. So software testing is a process. It consists of all life cycle activities like static testing, dynamic testing, planning, preparation, evaluation of software products to determine that the software products satisfy customer requirements and are fit for customer needs, customer use. Then software testing is done to find software defects or failures in advance. So this is other part of software testing. So the first thing that software testing is, it's not a standalone activity, it's a process which consists of all life cycle activities. You do static testing, dynamic testing, you do planning, preparation, and make sure the delivered software is fit for customers' use. The other part is you find defects in advance before releasing the software for end user, so that there are minimal chances of failure of software in the live environment, in the production environment. So let's see ISTQB definition of software testing. So as per ISTQB, testing can be divided into two parts. So testing as a process and objectives of testing. So software testing is not a standalone activity. It's not just about finding defects in a software. It's a whole process. It starts from beginning of software development life cycle, and testing is involved in all the phases of SDLC. So testing is a process. Software testing is both static and dynamic. It involves planning, it involves preparation, it involves evaluation. It also includes testing different software products and any related work products like your user guides, install guides, etc. Then the other part of testing is the objectives. What are your objectives by doing the testing? You determine that software meets the product requirements. You determine that software is fit for use. And then the other part is you find defects or bugs while in the software before it is released into the production. Now let's get into more detail. Testing as a process. So testing is a process. It's not a standalone activity. It is a series of activities which start from the beginning of software development lifecycle. So tester starts with static testing in the beginning of lifecycle, which involves reviewing the documents like software requirements, specification document, high-level design documents, which are produced by developers. And then in later phases of software development lifecycle, when testers get a working build after the coding has been done and or a working build is released, then tester installs that software and validates that the software functions as per the end user requirement. And then testing is both static and dynamic. So it's not like testing is just static or testing is just dynamic. Testing involves both static and dynamic verification, both. So in initial phase of SDLC, static testing is done. So some of the static testing techniques are like technical reviews, walkthroughs, inspections, static code analysis. And then once the build is available in later phases of software development lifecycle, after development has been done and a build is available, software tester installs that build on the test environment and validates that the release software meets the customer's requirement. Some of the dynamic testing techniques are unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. Now the third thing is planning. Testing involves a lot of planning. So test planning is the most important part for the testing. You need to plan what you want to achieve by testing something. Who will do what in that duration? What is the time frame for which you will be doing the testing? You need to control the test progress, and then you need to prepare test summary reports and inform the stakeholders of the progress and how testing is going on. And the fourth thing is preparation. So once the plan has been finalized, you need to do test preparation. So test preparation is nothing but preparing the test cases, what you are going to test in the software. So you need to prepare test cases from the scenarios. You need to finalize the test scenarios and prepare document the test cases that needs to be executed and verify that it meets the requirements or it fulfills the design that has been developed from the requirement document. Then you need to prepare test environment. You need to prepare any sort of test data if test data is kind of required to be used during the testing. Fifth thing is evaluation. So once you are done with your preparation, you will do execution. So you will start test execution. So while test execution, you also need to evaluate that software, to evaluate the software and make sure that it meets the exit criteria. So exit criteria is the criteria which is mentioned in your test plan, which explains at what point or what standard you can exit the testing. Okay, so you need to evaluate. Suppose you have 100 test cases to be executed, and exit criteria says at least 90% pass rate for the test cases. So unless and until that exit criteria is met, you need to you cannot exit your testing. So you need to evaluate whether it meets the exit criteria or not, whether the software that is being delivered is easy to use. You need to do some usability testing, whether it meets end user requirements or not. Then the sixth part is software products and related work products. So software testing does not just test the executables that you get or the software code that you get. Software consists of lot many different things. It's a bundle. It's a code with lot many other documentation like your user guides, your installation guides, training materials. So software testing ensures all the related documents like software requirements document, software requirements specification document, SRS, design documents like HLD and LLD, low level design and high level design, quick reference guide, training material, user guide, installation guide, or any other related products are of good quality and solve the end user purpose. Then the second part of software testing is objectives of testing. What you want, what are your objectives after doing software testing, after you are involved in software development lifecycle, you are doing the testing. So the second part of the definition is objectives. What do you want to achieve by software testing? So the first thing is determine that software meets end user requirements. So you have the requirements document that come from stakeholders or end users, and you need to determine while testing, you need to determine that those end user requirements are being met. So software testing checks products against requirement. Then high level design is reviewed to make sure that it meets requirement, and validation of software is done to ensure it meets the design and requirement. Okay, so software testers in the first phase, they review the requirements. Then when in the design phase of software development lifecycle, when the design document is ready, they review the requirement, they review the design document to ensure that it meets the requirements, software requirements specification document. All those specifications, all those requirements in SRS document are being met by that HLD. And then when they execute, when they do dynamic testing of software after build is available and they can install the build on test environment, they ensure that it meets the design and the requirements. Testing ensures that product meets its specification and helps stakeholders to make release decisions. So testing also helps stakeholders to make release decisions, whether you can release the product or you cannot. So testing ensures to help stakeholders to make those decisions. The second objective is to demonstrate that software is fit for use. So it's not like just meeting the requirement makes a software fit for use. If the requirement is not coming from actual end user, you can never be sure whether that software is fit for use for that end user or not. So you need to identify whether the software that you are delivering is how exactly it is, or how fit it is for the user who will be using that specific software. So software testing also demonstrates that software is fit for use. Testing is done to ensure that software is fit for use for end users who will be using that software. So this will make sure that whosoever is the end user who is using the software, that testing ensures that it is fit for them. It ensures that software does what end users expect it to do. And the third thing is finding defects. So software testing finds defects and bugs in software. By fixing those defects, improves the software quality. So software testing, while you are doing static testing or dynamic testing, you find any sort of defects either in the requirements. If requirements are not testable or requirements are incomplete, software testers find those defects in those requirements, design documents, or in the executables or in the build that you install and start testing with. So you find those defects which are then fixed and which improve the quality of the software. Then by doing the root cause analysis of defects found by testing, you improve the software development process. So if you do root cause analysis of a defect, you find why that defect got introduced in first place. So which can be avoided in further process. You can set up proper development process to avoid those kind of defects coming in. So software testing also improves software development process by doing root cause analysis of the defects. So to conclude, in this session we learned what is software testing, basics of software testing. We learned what is the definition, ISTQB definition of software testing, and then we learned detailed explanation of software testing. Thank you.